What's going on, y'all, man? It's your boy Dre Onyx, and you already know what the vibe is. Now, you read the title of the video, man, and I want y'all to understand everything that's going on in my mind as I make these videos, because this is going to be over the span of a series to get you all involved on the channel. Now, I have a lot of energy, but also this is so you guys can learn from my mistakes and hopefully don't do none of this yourself, while I have some gameplay in the background so you guys can look and see where some of this stuff has gone. But you guys read the title of the video. I spent $4,667 plus tax on this game. Here's somewhat of the truth, and here's what you need to know. And once again, it all started in NBA 2K25, my first year deep in content creation. My soundboard doesn't work right now, so you guys are gonna have to bear with me while I get that soundboard on. However, through the midst of playing NBA 2K, they bring out these microtransactions, and they bring out this and bundle that and moment this, and everything costs so much in the game, which when you have money and you don't have lots to, like, it doesn't hurt you when you spend this level of money. You're gambling this money away, especially as a content creator, for a profit. When it comes down to it and playing NBA 2K, it gets to the point where you say, fuck it, and you try your hardest to make that money back. Now, here goes the good thing. Some people make that money back, and some people don't make that money back. Which one are you? Because which one am I? I'm on the far end of that spectrum. Now, I really wanted to talk about this stuff in the video. Hold on, let me see if the soundboard's on. I wanted to really talk about this stuff in the video because this isn't just me. I'm a small content creator on that plays NBA 2K, and then I'm in one of the worst franchises on planet Earth. I'm a part of one of the worst communities on planet Earth, and I'm in a community in the game that seems like it's dying slowly with each passing year. Yet the biggest thing and the biggest content on this game is what? Build videos. So imagine me going through trying to make a build and trying to do something like that. By the way, shout out to everybody in the Patreon. Much love and respect to you guys. I also been trying to get this video to 15 likes. So if we can get this video to 15 likes, then obviously the series is going to continue. But I want you guys to understand that it all starts off in a small place. When I first got into content creation, and obviously, yes, I'm telling a story time. When I first got into content creation and realized that I had nothing but time, I wanted to test out different things for you guys. I wanted to do different things, but also remember what game I'm a part of. On top of that, the game that I'm playing and the game that I'm a part of, I unlock these things called cap breakers, which I can add onto my build and make them a little bit better. The game is designed for your build to start off garbage at first, and then you apply your cap breakers throughout the year so you can get better at the game. Here goes the big issue. Every time you get new cap breakers, you think you figured out something new. Every time you get new cap breakers, you think there's something more or something else that you have yet to discover or you have yet to have done in this game. Now, me, over a certain budget when it comes down to this game, I do not plan on seeing myself spending $10,000 on NBA 2K. However, I do see myself spending money and reinvesting the money that I've earned into the game that created me, or at least gave me a platform to be able to speak my mind. Now, it's borderline embarrassing to say how much money I've spent on this game, but it's not embarrassing to say how much I've gained from playing this game and spending money on this game. Now, there's a lot of creators that have been doing way better than me, much stronger, get better viewership, better engagement, but I've also been able to build somewhat of my own community and been able to play the game freely. And then I have nothing to bother me, and also the bills are still getting paid. The people that don't understand this game is, what are your priorities? There are people spending the same level of money on this game, but they don't have the same backing. So me spending $4,000 plus on this game, right, is one thing, but I still have food, I still have a roof over my head, bills are car notice paid, electronics and electricity, things are getting done still behind the scenes, and there is no struggle. You see me every day on stream, and if you don't, we go live at 12:30 currently, but in the month of March, we'll be going live at 7 o'clock p.m. But just so you guys, everything that's going on these bills and everything that I'm doing in the game is a test. It's a test, and I need to have a test for almost everything that's going on in the game right now. I need to be able to test out lockdowns, shooting builds, playmaking abilities, physicals, what's good and what's not good, what is the best thing in the game, what is useless, what is worthless, what actually works but nobody talks about. There's so many layers to the game that need to be talked about, and there's nobody that really truly talks about it. Every video is somewhat of a scam when you really think about some of this stuff. People may drop the best build video, but you don't actually see them dropping or upgrading or playing on the build. Me, when it comes down to talking about these builds, not only do I make the build, I go and play on the build, and then I give you guys my honest review in the Patreon, and I try to give people a perspective. Somebody came into the stream today, actually said they unsubscribed to the Patreon because there was no build that they saw that appealed to them. And that's not what the Patreon is for. The Patreon is a space where it helps not only support my channel, support the content that I want to do, and support what I'm trying to get to, but also gives you guys perspective on what you want to make. I can't tell no individual on NBA 2K to make my exact build and then you're going to exactly play like me. That's never going to happen, and it never will happen. However, I can make a multitude of videos testing items that people don't have the time or day to even test. I can go in depth, give you guys specifics, direct info, and direct technicalities for every minor thing within the game, and then let you see and think for yourself what you want to do. The goal is just to get you all to the next step. But what does that require? Money, which is me putting what? Money into the game and spending endless dollars on the game. Now, playing 2K, I'm cool, I'm calm, I'm collected, yes, and that's fine. However, when it gets to a certain point on this game, where am I trying to get to? Who am I trying to reach, and who are my core audience? It's hard to get to these points and try to figure out these stories when you all know somewhat of the same thing, because everybody posts somewhat of the same stuff. But nobody, and I can say this with my whole chest, nobody tells you exactly why you should do something or why you should consider something. And that's where I'm at. I'm telling you not only the reason behind it and selling myself to you individuals of me doing these tests, because nobody else is going to do it. You guys are rage baiting me to spend money on builds and trying to get me to do things that aren't necessarily needed to be done in the game. I just made a build that was 6'7" with a 62 perimeter defense, a 91 steal, a 91 strength, and I called the build a lockdown defender just to see if strength can outweigh perimeter defense. The short answer, yes. Long answer, it takes time to really figure out. If you guys don't play competitive 5v5, using a build like that might not work for you. If you do play competitive 5v5 and you have 2 lockdowns on your team, then you're playing the corner, then that build might work for you because you're stronger than everybody. You can set up plays for yourself. You can do things in a game that most people won't be able to do due to the fact that you're strong and don't need perimeter defense, but also guess what? You got a steal on you. You can get a steal. You can play a lane. You can get a gap. You can get a bump steal, just like anybody else. But also, it's about being able to be in spots in the game. It's about being able to play the game to your abilities. Some people don't know what their abilities are, so they struggle to make a build. And then when you make a build and you mess up, you get upset because guess what? You're either stuck with the build or you have to delete it knowing that it's $100 down the drain. Each and every build is almost $100 down the drain. Each and every build. So if I spent $158.99 plus tax, and I spent that around 24 times, just to be able to give you guys a decent test video, a decent build video, do you really think 2K Toops is going to go and do that? Do you really think 2K Labs is really going to go do that? Really sit down and really make builds and really give you the analytics and the intricate flows within some of these builds, within some of these games, within some of these players? What makes you have the edge over that next individual? What could give you the edge over the next individual? That's what I test. And that's where this money's going. But also, there's a lot more to test. A lot more things to see, a lot more tests to happen, a lot more intricate things to go on because there's nobody in this game yet with all 28 cap breakers. And I have 21 of them. I have 21 out of 28, 7 more, a few more seasons left. We got 1 foot out the door. Summertime is coming up, and also remember to take this serious. We're already about to be at the end of the first quarter of the new year. I hope you guys are ready. I hope you guys are taking this internet thing serious, especially if you want to get on the internet. Let me know your guys' thoughts and opinions so far in this series. What do you want me to talk about? Because I already know what's already going to be talked about. After spending all this amount of money, oh, there's stuff to talk about. There are things and information to give you guys. You deserve it, especially since you've been getting scammed or you're making trash builds every other week. I have a friend that literally is just addicted to making builds in the game, regardless of what it is, how trash they even are. I can even put it up on the screen. These are how some of these builds are. And they don't care because they're just making builds because 1, the game is boring, 2, they're looking for entertainment, or 3, they got money. So all that being said, the video, man, the series is going to be a long one. A lot of these videos are going to be somewhat pre-recorded. So you guys, I'm just going to be going through the list of stuff that I have literally documented on my Google Docs. You can probably see it through my eyes and my pupils. I'm a little bit excited to somewhat give you guys this bit of information, but understand and help people understand what matters, what doesn't matter, what you wasted money on, what you could probably still get back if you grind another build from 0 to 99, how quickly it would be for you to get to 99 overall if you just copy these few little steps. Stop. All that said, man, I'm gonna get up with y'all the next one. Take care of yourself, love yourself, and I'm out. Peace.